Hello, my beautiful rebels. And I'm going to take a minute to say thank you to all of my beautiful rebel souls who comment, who like, who subscribe. Thank you so much. This is another pick a card, and this one is going to be about what kind of husband do I need? And I'm going to do it with the element card and a major arcana card and see what we get. And there are four cards, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're just gonna get started. Okay. All right. So the first card is air. So think about Gemini, think about Aquarius, and Libra. So those are your airs. And so it's a very like light energy. They're very, and I feel like as a whole the air signs tend to be very I feel like they're results driven and very logical beings. So they're a lot more grounded. Yeah, that's a good energy. Air is a good energy. Think about air, and we breathe it. It's an essential part of life. We couldn't be here without it. Plants couldn't live. Nothing could live without it. So, you know. Along with that, yeah, so that would be the sun, moon, or rising sign. And along with that, I pulled judgment. And judgment is about someone who is, so this is going to be a man who's mature, complex, which really does fit with the element. They could be a teacher or a professor, somebody who could empower you, not somebody who's going to make you feel like you're less than. This is somebody who's going to have a full life with a lot of private interest. Um, so this is somebody who does work and play in equal measure, and they're not, like the boring, dull, all work people. So they're going to have good times. Friends are usually really important to air signs. They're usually surrounded by a decent circle of people, sometimes big. Most of the times it's pretty decent size. um, but yeah, so they're gonna work and play in equal. They can be serious people. This could be someone who's older. I get that with the judgment card. Also, this could be somebody who is divorced or was in a previous long term like arrangement. They could still be responsible for children that they produced in that union and maintain a friendship with former partners in order to co-parent them. So they're not going to have that baby mama drama. They're going to be very smart, intellectual people and know how to conduct relationships as an adult. Um, so that's a plus. Also, these are people who aren't going to rush into anything, no matter how attracted they are to you. Um, it's just they're going to have to take their time, you know? That's that's like the essence and the core of the card. It's all about being wise lovers, and you know, with that air energy, it pairs well. That they typically, I feel like the air signs, especially like an Aquarian and a Libra, and Gemini, I feel like they all tend to base everything on friendship. So friendship is like the base of everything in every kind of relationship that they have. And honestly, when it comes to something and longevity and how long it can last and how meaningful it could be, this could be one of the most meaningful types of spouses, a relationship, because it has that strength and strong friendship foundation and base to withstand any kind of pressure, societal, familial, patriarchal. I mean, it's very enduring, and you want that friendship because friendship makes everything last way longer. If you don't know, no, you don't. Um, and like I said, and they're so mature that even if you did part, they would still be able to hold a decent conversation with you. Like they're not gonna get petty and act like kids. You know what I mean? Because this is an older, I see an older, wiser person that I pull judgment for. But yeah, so that is uh husband one. And number two is Earth. All right, Earth energy. So Earth is all about that good stable energy. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and it is just a very uh, heartfelt. It's gonna be deep. It's gonna feel solid. It's gonna feel unshakable. And again, this is probably gonna be something. Um, they may not be as slow moving um, as the previous husband, but it will be just as meaningful. I feel like when an earth sign sticks their toe in, like they're in it to win it. Like they see you have long term potential and they want to be with you, so they put their energy in it. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. And with that, I pulled the Emperor, and uh, the Emperor is like the essence of masculinity. Um, he is, uh, like this potent masculine man. Like he's a manly man. He's a guy's guy. So it's like, he's the first male figure in the tarot. Because the Fool and the Magician are like androgynous creatures. So he is the first man. um, so yeah, there is that, and he pretty much presides over the part of the brain associated with logic, timing, and numeracy. And politics, think politics, computer science, armed forces, military, corporate enterprises. They're all ruled by the emperor, and they have the emperor energy. And so it's basically somebody who is going to be filled with courage and have endurance. And those are going to be some of their most admirable qualities. Um, they have like this, he's going to have like an assertiveness to him that's just, he's not just filled with empty words and promises. Okay, that's not going to be this guy. So um, they're going to be probably very physical, as the Emperor is actually, I think the Emperor is actually like an Aries card, but that's okay. That's probably really prominent in their chart. Um, but yeah, they're probably gonna have to do like sports of some kind, especially like competitive ones. Um, so I think like running and tennis and like soccer or hockey, something high octane. Like they're not gonna go with you to yoga class. That's not gonna be their bed. But this is gonna be somebody who's just gonna have like that fiery, passionate, spontaneous, strong-willed type of lover, and so he's gonna be that man in your life, like that. He's gonna be like the ultimate husband. So that is like the essence of this one. So you pair that with the stability of like the earth sign, and this can be like the ultimate life partner. Um, and also very mature, um, but not somebody who's gonna get walked on. So yeah. And I feel like this is somebody who, even if you do have disagreements, you're still gonna want to stand your ground, because everybody has disagreements. But I don't think he's the type of husband who's gonna want you to cower in a corner. You're gonna have to be able to stand up to him and stand in your truth and say how you feel, and then he'll be like, oh, okay, like that kind of partner. You know what I mean? Um, so that is pile two. And yeah, for pile three, I have fire. So fire is that passionate, feisty energy, and it's Aries, it's Leo, um, yeah, and Sagittarius. So it's just all these really excitable signs. So yeah, they're very more high strung than other signs. But there's nothing wrong with that. Um, I feel like fire signs keep you on your toes and they keep life exciting. So you need a husband who's gonna keep everything like fresh and new and keep you guessing and have that passionate, fiery love. You know what I mean? So that's nice. There are also people who are very physical. I feel like I've never met a fire sign who is overweight or lazy. I just haven't. It just has never happened. I feel like they're extremely active and into movement, and they have to be because they have all of this like almost ADHD like energy in their minds. They have so much going on. They probably have issues cutting their brain down because you don't necessarily cut it off, but cutting it down so that they can sleep. So it's just like that steady hum. And for them, I pulled the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about extroverted energy. It's someone whose generosity kind of borders on extravagance, and this is gonna be someone who loves to give you gifts and show you their love. But they're also not gonna be unafraid to talk about their emotions. This is somebody who's gonna just put it all out there for you. Like, look, I'm in love with you. Like, you need to be my wife. You need to be bae. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna be able to express their emotions without any type of inhibitions because they ain't scared, and that's nice. That's very nice. And they're gonna have like a wicked sense of humor and be very sociable creatures. Um, and people who just love to be entertained overall. Um, they're going to be sensitive to your moods. So, like, if you're a water sign and you're with somebody who has a fire, sun, moon, or rising, and this ends up being like your husband, I mean, this probably needs to be your husband. I mean, they're going to be sensitive to it, but they won't tolerate lengthy depressions or um, they're not really going to have the time to wallow in anything overly emotional and negative. So keep that in mind. Yeah, definitely keep that in mind. So, I mean, it's kind of fitting though. I mean, the wheel is all about that sunny side. And it's also a circle of completion, just like the world, I feel like. But this is like the heads up side of a coin. I feel like, and the other side is the world. I know it's weird. I don't know. Anything with a circle, I feel like they're just part of each other and they're all about completion. So this is somebody who may have in their chart, they may have sprinkled, like it could be like a well seasoned chart. Like it's not all going to be fire, it's going to be healthy amounts of earth and air and water. So this could be somebody who's very, very well rounded and a lot more balanced. Very good for you. So yeah, and that is pile three. And now I'm going into pile four. And pile four is water. And water is all about being emotive and emotional and sensitive and flowing and ebbing. And it's pretty powerful. And it's all about Cancer and Scorpio and Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and they're gonna have that not necessarily all soft, but it's definitely gonna be very in depth. Um, This is going to be like a husband who's very in tune with you psychically um, and intuitively. They're going to be very sensitive to you. Hell, they are sensitive themselves. And along with that, I pulled the High Priestess. So that fits because the High Priestess is governed by like the moon. And like Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and I feel like this could be a husband who is more enigmatic, and I feel like water signs have that automatically. There's always something like about them that seems kind of mysterious, and kind of elusive, but this is somebody who's gonna be like a mysterious lover, and so they're always going to have you kind of guessing. And I think in a marriage that can be good because who wants to be bored? Not me. But this is somebody who's going to be they're going to have like really great inner strength and be very self-attuned and take things slow, and it's all about, I feel like when it comes to this person or this man, it's going to be about uncovering hidden things. This could be somebody who's into like psychotherapy, healing, astrology, or like criminal law. They could be like a cop too. Um, but this is somebody who's going to be connected with you at a soul and spiritual level, recognizing that. Like, this is somebody you could have like a soul recognition with. And this is somebody who's never going to be simple, but you will never, ever need to question their loyalty to you. And I think that's a bonus, especially when it comes to a spouse. But this is the energy of this one. But yeah, I love that about this one. But yeah, just a nice, soft, emotive energy. Don't get it twisted though; it won't be boring. But and that concludes this pick a card. So let me know what you think about this one down below. And I hope you guys are having a great day. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.